September the 22nd, it's 11 AM and EuroGamer Expo 2011 is officially open!
You ready?
Yes, EuroGamer Expo was back for its 4th year on the trot, returning to London's legendary Earls Court. The show welcomed a record 34,500 gamers between September the 22nd and 25th, making it the UK's biggest ever game show. Here are the highlights.
What are you going to be rushing to play first?
Probably Battlefield 3, check out the PlayStation Vita.
Guild Wars 2.
Fire X Tekken. Tekken Tag Tournament 2, Modern Warfare 3, Battlefield 3, Metal Gear Solid, Arkham City, Guild Wars 2 most likely, SWTOR possibly.
Woo! You're excited, aren't you?
Yeah, very.
What are you specifically excited for?
Skyrim.
Modern Warfare 3.
Probably Modern Warfare and Skyrim.
How did you hear about it? Did you read the website?
Yeah, we all work in game.
Did you bother going to that game show that your own company hosted?
No, I didn't say that. No. It was too far away. That's the problem.
Yes, that's people literally sprinting to be the first to go hands-on with their favourite games. And it was a show with quite a few firsts. The first time gamers could play Skyrim and the new Counter-Strike in Europe, for instance. And the first hands-on in the UK with PlayStation Vita.
Has it sort of swayed you to think you'll buy a Vita?
I like it because of its versatility, because you can obviously have the download games from the PSP. It would obviously have like some app games which will be cheaper, maybe PlayStation Plus, if they put some games through there as well. It'd be incredible.
So, you've been one of the first people in the UK to try PlayStation Vita. How was it for you?
It's really good, yeah. I really enjoyed it, and the front and rear touchscreens are really good, very responsive.
It was amazing. It's really good. Yeah, I really like the idea of the the touchpad on the back. That's amazing. I actually came here mainly to play this.
And has it lived up to expectations then?
Yeah, definitely going to be getting it when it comes out.
Expo 2011 also hosted its first major product launch as OnLive landed in the UK, drawing huge queues both intrigued by the claims being made for the cloud gaming service and by the promise of a free 70 quid console. As word spread of the freebie, queues quickly formed all the way around the OnLive stand, which remained mobbed for the rest of the show.
We've been blown away by the response, I have to say. We came to the UK, we wanted to get our name out there and say to people, look, this is OnLive, it's completely new, find out about it, try it, it's free to try it, and I can't even describe the words.
And now it's out in the wild. It seemed you had a few teething problems on day one and beyond. I mean, I took my own box home on Thursday. I mean, very easy to get set up, but it took me a good 10-15 minutes to actually connect to the service, and that seems to be something that a lot of people have been experiencing. So what's the kind of latest on that?
We're continuing to build out. We're going to be adding a lot more capacity over the next few months as well. You're going to see us continue to grow. We came here, we built a lot of capacity and we were ready, but we've exploded.
The rest of the main show floor was packed with over 80 playable current or upcoming releases, including
Well, for all the moaning about sequels and same old in blockbusters, if you wanted some real innovation in video games, then look no further than the Indie Games Arcade.
We have a dozen PC games and 5 iPad games, all made by independent developers. There's an excellent selection this year. I also curate it, and trying to get the last 18 games down to the last 12 was almost impossible.
Right, we are now inside the Indie Games Arcade. It's very busy, and what I've been told, one of the highlights of the Indie Games Arcade is this game right here, right now, called Reflow, and I'm with Frederick, who's going to tell me about it.
Yeah, this game is like an augmented reality puzzle game. So you have to use your body or any object that's in front of the camera to solve puzzles.
Is the game available now?
Yeah, it's available on the App Store, and at the moment it's 69 pence.
Hardlines is a mix between Snake and Tron and Geometry Wars.
kind of all merged together into a pure fist of awesome.
That sounds exciting.
In the game, you are Lionel. Lionel is our little yellow line down here. He loves the glowy things. They're very tasty to him. They also speed him up, make him more powerful, and increase your score multiplier. He unfortunately hates other lines, like with a mighty, mighty passion. So any chance he gets, he wants to kill them all.
Is this game available now, or is it still in progress?
It's available now on the Apple Store. It's available for iPads, iPods, iPhones. It's like 69 pence. Obviously, that's a lot of money. But
sorry, rip-off.
Expo, of course, is about watching, not just playing. And for that, you need to ascend the stairway to the gaming heaven that is the developer sessions.
Top developers flew in from around the world to display their wares to hundreds at a time, with some big reveals on show. Highlights included a look back over 20 years of id Software with Tim Willits, a walk through the amazing features of PlayStation Vita, hundreds of free OnLive consoles laid out on chairs for Big Boss Steve Perlman's live demo, and for 3 days on the trot, the man, the legend,
Mr. Nolan North!
joined Naughty Dog's Richard LaMarchon to show off a world-exclusive new single-player level from Uncharted 3. Sadly, it's so exclusive we're not allowed to show it to you, but luckily, there are no such restrictions on the magnificent multiplayer pump.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about! There you go!
Meanwhile, in the packed BioWare session on Saturday morning, we also got a major global announcement.
What would be a better place to announce the day that we're launching the game?
I think it's time. Well, of all the big exclusives at Expo 2011, here's one I have to say I didn't expect to see. We're in the retro section. It's a BBC Micro, and what we have here is a brand new BBC Micro game that someone's made that's being shown off at the Expo for the very first time.
So this is really just an early preview of just the first level. I mean, there's plenty of levels involved, and there's a lot more variety in the monsters that are going to be in the final version.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is a tune.
The retro section also played host to a fiercely contested Mario Kart 64 race between EuroGamer staff. Well, fiercely contested until the aforementioned staff remembered rule number 1. Let the boss win.
It's a win for Rupert! EuroGamer champion!
Thank you. Winner!
As well as all the classic games on display in the retro section, we've also got our own little classics area here called EuroGamer Experience, which hosts all of our games of the year stretching right back to the beginnings of Eurogamer in 1999.
It's also important to note the growing movement that is Gamers for Good. Special Effect, the children's charity whose mission is to help all young people with disabilities to enjoy video games, ran a double Guinness World Record attempt on its stand, launched by its remarkable patron, former England under-21 rugby star Matt Hampson.
The sky's the limit for Special Effects. I think it can help so many people out and not just play on computer games, but also be able to live a normal life and try and, in some cases, be able to communicate and open the big wide world up to them.
Matt is an excellent model for people who've had a sudden injury or illness that's made them severely disabled or even paralysed. Matt is an amazing incentive and model for just making the most of what you have at a very, very difficult time. And we do what we can to raise the quality of life through technology, whether it be games technology or being able to use, as I say, simply eye movement to be able to make the most of whatever it is that people can do.
So how did you find playing a game with your eyes?
Very, very good. It's absolutely fantastic what you can do with technology these days. You want everyone to be able to play games like we do, because we're all gamers here. We all just absolutely love the industry and playing everything. And there are some people that can't do that, and these guys are actually changing that. It's brilliant.
Can you see yourself 5-10 years time? Get rid of Kinect, throw that out the window. Let's start controlling games that are.
Kinect compared to that, Kinect is crap.
Well, if you're suitably inspired by what you've heard upstairs at the developer session, then the GamesIndustry.biz Career Fair gives you all the information you need to pursue a career in game making.
So, how's the Careers Fair been for you?
Oh yeah, absolutely brilliant. We've had a good number of people through the doors. So I've had people from all different types of backgrounds. We've had artists, coders, designers, lots of people who are kind of looking at how to get into games, and we're giving them advice.
Lots of people that haven't been able to make it today, people at school or at college, they want a career in game making. What would be your main tips to them?
I think focus on exactly what you want to do. You know, if you want to go into design, then kind of focus on a specific area of design that you want to do. Build up a portfolio, that's really important, and get as much advice from people like us as you can.
Upstairs, there were 3 days of panels, including careers advice from leading developers and, with BAFTA's Young Game Designers Workshop, a chance for the youngest aspiring game makers to learn from veterans.
Good evening. I am the Riddler.
It wouldn't be a proper gaming event without cosplay. And really, some of you lot excelled yourselves this year.
The Hidden Blade was a commission done by a friend of mine, but I do know how to make them. They're pretty easy. It's just a desk drawer with a wooden splint in the end of it. And
a desk drawer, like trade secrets. Let's see that. Come in and get a close-up of that, James.
As the show drew to a close, it was time to check in with the boss on how it had all gone.
Well, that's almost it. It's nearly the end of EuroGamer Expo 2011, and I am with the man behind the magic, Rupert Lohman, who seems to have acquired quite a bit of bling throughout the show.
Yep, I'm doing pretty well. I've got my custom Rupert dog tag from Battlefield, and also having just won the EuroGamer Challenge Mario Kart tournament, I have this little trophy which I'm wearing Flavor Flav style around my neck.
How's it been for you? It's the 4 days, it's the 4th Expo.
It's been fantastic. Very tired, obviously, but it's been, you know, an unbelievable experience. You know, we've had so many people through the doors. You know, it's about twice as big as last year. You know, like so many happy people. Some great games. You know, the likes of Skyrim, Counter-Strike, Vita, obviously for the first time in the UK as well. So yeah, it's been awesome.
And we've announced the dates for next year. Anything you can tell us at this stage about plans for EuroGamer Expo 2012?
Well, only that we've started planning already. So it's 27th to the 30th of September. It's going to be at Earls Court again. Obviously, we'll look to make it bigger, you know, better than ever before. We'll do a survey to kind of get all the feedback from everyone that's come along, and then use that to kind of shape how we take it from here.
With so much quality on display, it was an incredibly tough decision. But this year, our Game of the Show award went to NCSoft's remarkable MMO, Guild Wars 2. But much more important than that, what was your favourite game?
What have you liked the most?
Uncharted 3 was really good, and the OnLive over there.
I think House of Dead was pretty good. That Starhawk was pretty good.
Skyrim and Arkham City.
Saints Row. Saints Row. No, Saints Row, that's the best one I played.
Star Wars The Old Republic PvP.
Battlefield 3, definitely. Battlefield 3. Skyrim, Guild Wars 2, Old Republic.
Definitely Battlefield 3. Was great to see and play that on console.
I'm going to say the PvP from Old Republic as well.
Really surprised by Modern Warfare 3. It's good to see Infinity Ward back.
Old Republic and Guild Wars 2.
Uncharted 3 looks absolutely amazing.
I thought Counter-Strike was really good, and also Modern Warfare 3 I found really good as well.
Mass Effect. I love all the series. Mass Effect 3, I went and played that.
Skyrim was great to play that. Can't wait for that.
Has to be Ghost Recon. Tom Clancy, Future Soldier has to be.
Rage. Managed to meet Tim Willits, get his autograph.
Rage, yeah. Rage. That's fun.
Yeah, Rage was pretty good.
PS Vita, couldn't really forget about that.
I've been to Star Wars a lot. It's pretty good.
That's it, it's all over for another year. EuroGamer Expo 2011 is officially closed. My word, am I tired, and everybody else, but it's been a brilliant 4 days. We really hope if you came along that you had a fantastic time, and of course, we really hope to see you next year. Goodbye.
What do you think, R2? Are you any good at eye control racing? He's not, that's a shame.